that, and we have to think consciously what can we do to fix those problems. And it's very special because we all live in this country, we all are in non-Muslim society. Many people around us are non-Muslim. So we can make, just by being a good Muslim and just by giving good counsel and good advice, we can make a big difference, both in terms of spreading the message and also fixing the problem, because the society really needs some help and some advice. If you only smile is a charity. We can go out and smile to people and be polite, and that goes a long way sometimes. And when I mention about neighbors, it's important that Islam puts a lot of importance on neighbors. Neighbors have a lot of rights over us, and we have to make sure, and many of us live in this society and we don't even know our neighbors, or our neighbors don't know us. We have to make sure that at least we start spreading and talking to people around us and giving them the right counsel. So in one hadith, Prophet ﷺ mentioned that the angel Jibreel came to guide me and instruct me on rights of neighbors so many times and so much that I thought that my neighbor would inherit from me. And it's special to remember that Prophet ﷺ was also in a non-Muslim society. He lived in Makkah and Medina, where many of their neighbors were non-Muslim. So when angel Jibreel comes to Prophet Muhammad and gives him instructions about his neighbor's right, then we really need to pay attention here and see what are we doing to our neighbors and whether our neighbors know about us or not. In another very striking hadith of Prophet ﷺ, he was describing the rights of the neighbors, and he said that, I just remember a few parts of it. He mentioned that if you bring food home, make sure that you keep it discreet and away from neighbors. So if neighbors don't have the food, they don't see you, or you have to share it with them. If you allow your children to go out with the food and play on the street, make sure that your neighbors have the food also. If you are cooking at home, make sure that your neighbors are not bothered by the aroma of your cooking, your pot. So these are some of the rights of our neighbors that we have to keep in our mind. So in general, the society has a lot of rights over us and a lot of things that we many times overlook. So we have to pay attention and see what we can do, inshallah. So أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله العظيم. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره. So in summary, I just wanted to mention, so I recited a verse from Surah Al-Baqarah, and this verse talks about the right concept of righteousness. So this verse mentioned that righteousness is not something simple, it's not something small, it's not something trivial. So many times we spend a lot of time and attention discussing, arguing, and exploring simple things that may not even matter in the long run. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that righteousness is ibadah. So we have to make sure that we have our faith correct. We believe in the right things. We believe in Allah, the messenger, the prophets, and the angels. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the ma'amlat. The righteousness is something that we do while interacting with others. And first circle of influence that we have would be our family and our friends, but then we also have obligation to society at large. And that's something that I try to say a few words on, that anything that goes around us in the society makes an impact, whether we realize it or not. It has something, some effect directly or indirectly. Prophet ﷺ mentioned in his words that people who may be on lower deck of a ship can destroy the whole ship by digging a hole. So people who go around and do bad things in the society can affect us. And we all know the effects of violence, alcoholism. If people are drunk, they can kill other people. We all know how bad things in the society can affect people who may not be directly involved in those bad things. And there are many things that we can do and be active in those aspects of the society. And as I mentioned, that it's hard because many times we are busy with our daily life, obligations, responsibilities, jobs, work, and ibadah. We overlook these obligations. The first and foremost thing that we can do is to join a group, to be active in the community, to be part of a group that we know is doing something in the society. And I would like to mention, so there are many groups out there who are active to solve different problems in the community. I don't know if you know that there is a very active group in America, and they are trying to stop the bad effects of drinking. So this is called MADD, M-A-D-D, if anybody knows about this group. They are against drinking, and they are trying to prevent people from drinking too much and things like that. We can join that group and see if we can do something and participate in the community. There is a group that is active against sexual immorality. This group is called Aim for Success, and this group promotes abstinence until marriage, sex outside marriage, and things like that. It's a very comprehensive program, and it's all over the country. So there are many venues that we can explore and participate in to fulfill our obligations to the society if we can't do anything by ourselves. Here, Ihsan is doing a lot of good works in the community, and I would like to encourage everybody to participate in Ihsan. We have a very active group here, very active project to support poor in the community, poverty, homeless, and solve that problem. So it's a very good thing to participate in these activities and be part of the community, inshallah.